Well, you know how it is, when it comes to summer, summer is a very interesting time of the year. Yes, summer is very interesting. A lot of people love to travel during the summers. Some people like to go to vacations like Disney World, Disneyland, Universal. Some people like to just go visit landmarks like the Lincoln Memorial or Mount Rushmore, and others just like to go to the beach and have fun and surf. Yes, of course. Anywho, guys, sorry about the weird introduction, but hey, guys, this is Dash Show Rhodes here. I'm back with another review. This time we're gonna be looking at Surf's Up. Yeah, Surf's Up. Now, I actually have not seen this movie in a long time. Apparently, I watched it and I was filled in on details about it throughout the movie. So I remembered a long time ago I did see the movie. I just haven't watched it in years. So this was my first time today watching it from years ago. How did the movie hold up? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. But you guys know the drill. If you guys want to be notified for future reviews, then hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of things on my channel. I do a lot of reviews, but I also do gaming videos. I also do, I don't do gaming videos as much as reviews, but I do have some gaming videos I do. And then I've also been doing, videos on showing things I got at the store. So there's that too. So yeah, but if you guys, again, want to be notified for future videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember, it'll really help me out a lot and all that. I'm currently at 276 subs. Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate that. Now let's get on to the video. So anywho, this is Surf's Up. This movie came out back in 2007. Yes, 2007. I'm gonna tell you guys a little something funny about this and ironic. This movie came out the same year as Mario Galaxy 1. Only Mario Galaxy 1 came out at the end of that year. But they both came out the same year. And the reason why it's iconic is because Mario Galaxy has penguins in the heat. Because penguins are normally in the cold, they're more in the cold. Just like Surf's Up, Mario Galaxy has penguins in the heat, and you do surfing. There's a couple levels. Not in the second game, but the first game, you have a couple levels where you surf on a manta ray. So I thought that was pretty interesting, I didn't think about that until I watched Messiah play Mario Galaxy. Because I like rewatching, older videos and stuff of people's, and I decided to go back and watch, her playthrough Mario Galaxy, and that reminded me of that, so I wanted to point that out. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's why I'm playing, some Mario Galaxy music in the background, too, so you guys can hear it, but yeah, so, anywho, yeah, I thought I would point that out because that's very ironic how both of them have surfing in them and are filled with penguins, and they both came out, the same year. I just find that really ironic, but yeah, anywho, so how is Surf's Up? How is Surf's Up, and, does it hold up to where it did when I was younger when I watched it? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. So Surf's Up is about this main guy. I forgot his name. He's like a macaroni penguin. Basically he has a dream of surfing. He wants to follow his I don't know what you would call it. I guess idol, I think is what you call an idol. His idol, he wants to follow his dreams and become a great surfer like his idol. But yeah, he wants to become a surfer like his idol, and all that, which is, pretty interesting. But the thing is, though, is he ain't a very good surfer. So but he meets this female penguin. Honestly, I really don't remember the names of these characters. I kind of forgot about them. I don't know. I just forgot what their names were. I really need to write this stuff down. I just keep forgetting because I'm so used to watching movies that I've already seen. So I'm not really, used to, doing this. But I need to start writing these names down when I'm watching the movie. But I don't know. But yeah. So basically, yeah, he's not a very good surfer, but he ends up running across. Apparently, when he gets he gets attacked by he gets stuck by I think an urchin or something in the water. He meets this dude with like a weird looking hairstyle. Apparently he is the legendary I forgot his name. I think he's called F or something legend, or like I don't remember his name, but apparently he's alive. So apparently he finds out that it's actually him. And I don't know how I did not see that coming because his younger self looks a lot like him. I guess I didn't pay close attention to it because I'm like, they kind of like go from scene to scene pretty fast. I feel like in this movie's kind of fast paced, which it could be a drawback. Honestly, it could be a drawback. Yeah, it could be a drawback to maybe this movie in its pacing, because although some movies have horrible pacing, which is slow at times, I feel like this movie has got very fast pacing. Like sometimes I feel like it could be a little too fast at times, because you go from like one scene to the next. But yeah, he does meet his idol. Apparently, it turns out it's the same guy, the same penguin guy who I guess peed on him. Apparently he peed on him. Apparently, I'm like, that's kind of gross, but that's kind of random too. So yeah, I just found that kind of interesting. I found that interesting. So, but yeah, so basically though but he ends up ends up not wanting to train him, and I guess he ends up training him because I just find it kind of funny. Like he quit. He faked his death and quit training because he didn't want to look bad in front of penguins and stuff. I feel like that's kind of weak. It kind of makes him kind of selfish if you think about it. I don't know. Just because you lose to someone, just does not mean you're technically you're bad at something. You're gonna lose at competitions. That's what sports are all about. I don't play sports myself, but I know one team wins sometimes, and another team wins another. I personally don't get why. That's one thing I don't understand about sports. Like I don't get why people like cheer for like a certain team or something. I'm like, I don't really get why they cheer like that. I just never got that. But I don't know. But I do know that sometimes certain teams win some, and all that. I just feel like him just walking away from it, faking his death and walking away from it is just kind of stupid. But I don't know. I do like well, I gotta say this too. I do like also how he has he trains this penguin here, the macaroni penguin. They trains him to surf and all that, and then I feel like the macaroni penguin's kind of being a dick to him, honestly, though, because he's trying to help him, and I feel like that's just kind of a bit too much, he's basically being a dick to his idol, the one who got him into surfing in the first place, I don't know. I just think that's kind of pushing it a little too far. But it's not like Lightning McQueen like which is another movie, which is Cars, where he meets like his, well, I don't know if it's his idol, but he meets like Doc Hudson, which is basically it's a sport, like a very famous race car and all that quit too, but he's still kind of a dick to him, and I don't know, I just don't really get that, but I don't know if I really have much to really say, though. I really don't know. I mean, there's really not a lot to say about this movie. I guess I can say that I do like how it's like it's basically like they're constantly being videoed. So I'm not sure if they're all actors, like they're actors, or they're just performances. I don't really know, because honestly, there's just they're like being videoed throughout the entire movie, but there's this bully guy who gets his trophy broke at the end and all that because he was being a dick, and he wanted to get what he deserves. So I'm like, I don't know if they're actually acting. I mean, I don't know. They could not be acting. I mean, to be fair, to be truly fair, penguins. To be fair, they were all act. I mean, people in sports and stuff, get videoed all the time. So I'm really not sure, but I don't know. I don't think they were actually acting. Because I know some movies or some shows, they have like characters basically playing themselves or something, like Family Guy. And sometimes it gets so confusing. I'm just like why do they need to do this? Like, why do they need to do this? But I don't know. I feel like it was just them getting videoed for the sports. I don't think they were actually, I don't think they were actually just faking all of it. I think they were actually not actors. They were just, they were just actually, they were just performing on, and all that. So I don't know, but I just kind of felt that was kind of interesting to point out. But that's how the whole movie is. The whole movie's like that. Of course, we have some scenes where they don't have the camera people there and all that. But I don't know. I just find it really odd how that is. But also, I want to point this out too. This movie is actually not very long. This movie's, I didn't point this out, but this movie's actually very short. I looked it up. I think it said an hour and 15 minutes. That's like a really short movie. So, yeah, it's very short. But yeah, it's a short movie, but it does. I think it does make you feel. And I mean, you're not gonna feel probably much going out of the movie, but I don't feel like they really have a lot of moments where it feels wasted. Like, I mean, yeah, there's the training part, which is kind of stupid because I feel like it just has, the macaroni penguin guy being kind of a dick to his idol and all that, and I feel like they don't really focus on it too much. But I do really like his they do have like a romance scene with him and his female penguin, which I forgot her name too, but I do kind of like that. But I just feel like, the movie, it's kind of like the Mario movie. I feel like it could be a little bit longer, like maybe they could have had 10 more minutes in the movie, or maybe 20 more minutes, because I feel like it's just like the Mario movie. It feels like it's kind of fast paced, like the training and all that. We spent like a lot of the movie just him meeting his idol and all that, and like him not being dead and all that, and then we don't focus on the romance. I know some people probably don't care for romance stuff in movies too much, but I feel like they kind of just go by it pretty fast. I feel like it could have been focused on a bit more, but I don't know. But I don't think I really got a whole lot really to say though, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a score. This movie is getting a meh, and it's getting 57 points. Yes, 57 points. I got the score thing back up too again. I don't know if I brought that up. I think I actually didn't bring that up when I was doing the score reviews or something. But yeah, I got the score thing back, but it's only on the 2DS, so it just sounds a bit quieter. But I figured it loads a lot faster on the 2DS than it does on the 3DS. That's why I'm putting it on there. But yeah, I got the score sound effect back, so you guys know. Just wanted to point that out. But yeah, this movie's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I don't think you're gonna get much out of it though, but it's really not that bad. I mean, it's a lot. It's a step up from Open Season, that's for sure. That movie was just freaking boring. That movie was boring, and I felt frustrated watching it. But this movie, at least, you know, the characters are mostly likable. I don't really care for, I feel like the Macaroni's parents, I feel like they could have kept it out of the movie. Kept, you know, Macaroni's, you know, mom and brother out of the movie, because they don't really serve much of a purpose in the movie until like the very end and stuff. But I don't know. I kind of don't like the brother. He's kind of a dick. He's not. I mean, they can make a dick, you know. I mean, they make the surfer sports guy. I think he's like a sea otter or something. I can't remember, but they make him kind of a dick. But they make him, you know. They make him kind of, you know, a funny dick. They just make. I feel like they just make, you know. They just make, you know, the brother kind of just a dick, and I'm just like, why they even have him in the movie, you know? But I don't know, this movie, there's really not a lot to this movie, really. I don't think there's not a lot to go back to, but this movie is alright. I probably wouldn't mind watching this movie again every so often, but I wouldn't go back to it that often. I just don't think it's the best. I don't think it's awful. I mean, it's decent, you know. There's not really a lot I hate about it. I mean, there's a few nitpicks, like the movie being too fast-paced and some of the characters being unlikable at times. But like I said, our main guy is kind of unlikable. But otherwise, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, and I would definitely recommend at least checking it out just to see for yourself. You're either going to go out of this movie either liking it or not liking it. It kind of depends. But personally, I just think it's kind of in the middle. I think it's all right. Nothing spectacular, but definitely nothing bad either. Like, I think I definitely watch this over Ants for sure, which is a DreamWorks movie. But speaking of DreamWorks, I'm gonna bring this up. Probably want to do a DreamWorks movie too. But apparently, I was actually looking for the Road to Eldor DVD. I could not find it, so I had to end up ordering it because I didn't want to pay money to rent it on like a streaming platform where I could just buy it and just own it. So I'm gonna try to review that movie. I might have to go a bit out of order with it though. So yeah, but which kind of sucks because I want to keep this trend kind of going in order, but sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do, but I'm gonna try to keep these movies in order if I can, you know. But I don't know what else to really say here, so I'm gonna probably go ahead and let things go from here. Anywho, see you guys next time. Bye bye.